Susan Nevett from Victoria. At C, we have Isabel Vessels. At H, Susie Hubernas. At E, Jane Ventura. At B, Alison King and Gotthelf Rixinger at N. Into the arena for the Inter One at the Credit Suisse Boneo Park Equestrian Festival CDI, we have Clifton Court Laurenz and Susan Nevett from Victoria. Very elegant combination. Attractive brown horse. Susan already competing yesterday in the Prix St George. And off into the extended trot. Good energy from behind, perhaps could reach forward a little bit more to the contact. Coming back into the collection. Down the centre line for shoulder in. A little more difficult than on the long side for the riders. Oh, a small wobble there. Clifton Court Laurenz thinking it was time to start the half pass or the volte. So in the Prix St George, the shoulder in's on the long side and the rider having to keep the horse on the track without the support of the wall into the half pass, so trotting forward, sidewards, working to have the horse step under from behind, maintain the carriage, not relying on the rider's hands, to the halt at sea, and the backward steps, the rein back. A movement that perhaps is not so spectacular, but it proves the horse's obedience and throughness. A supple horse is going to hesitate in that movement. Into the trot half pass now, this time to the left, could be a little better into the outside rein, but Susan working now and maybe paid the price, that little bit head unsteadiness into the volte. But good activity from behind and an elegant long-legged horse. To the shoulder in now, the hind leg should be tracking just down the centre line, and there's a bit of a tendency for the quarters to be to the right of centre line there. And into the extended trot. Good energy from behind, our angle showing that nicely, and the transition to collected walk. Collected walk, the judges are going to be looking at the rhythm. It must be 1, 2, 3, 4, not the legs sliding through in parallel pairs. So very correct walk, a little bit tight through the neck, could swing more through the body. Now the extended walk. Susan looking to ask Laurenz to lengthen the frame and strides. At this stage, he could stretch down and out more, holding fast a little bit in the neck, just in front of the saddle there. And as a result, the length of the steps could have been a bit longer. Transition now to collected canter, very obedient. Down centre line. And canter half pass to the right, canter half pass to the left, so counter changes of hand. Now the flying change, every stride either going sidewards or forward straight in the change, and turning left at C. So a difficult movement, particularly at this level, one of the most difficult movements. And now into the extended canter. Good uphill frame. Big jumps covering the ground, flying change, so now with the inside front leg leading to the right. Susan concentrating. Now the tempi changes, 3-time changes, change, 2, 3, change, 2, 3, change, 2, 3, change, 2, 3. The 5 3-time changes, absolutely accurately executed there from Susan. Susan working to get him jumping a little more, a bit more energy. She wants him to stretch out more to the contact. Full pirouette, preparing, shortening the canter, because in the canter pirouette the horse ideally more or less marks time but keeps jumping in the canter. And the flying change, so now coming in for the right canter pirouette. Oop, change behind, so now he's back in the proper right canter. but quarters coming out a little. Susan doing a good rescue there. Unfortunately, the going in is part of the pirouette, so that'll cost a little bit, but flying change executed before K. Into the 2-time changes. Oops. Laurenz giving a 3, then a 1, and now into the 2-time changes. He could be sitting a little more behind. He's tending to lean a little on Susan's hands, so a misunderstanding there at the beginning. The second error slipping into the test, but a very nice, smooth transition to trot and final extended trot. Highlight for Laurenz, good activity. He's a horse that at this stage is more established in his trot work. And down the centre line to the final halt. Susan having a quick look to the side to make sure she positions it at X and more or less square. So the first competitor in the intermediate one here at Boneo Park.